Welcome, Virgo. Welcome to tonight's reading. And I have decided not to do music tonight. I'm trying out a new system with my mic. And so I have to kind of kick that in or break that in rather before trying to add in all these other things. So tonight we're going to continue with our um, energy for April. I think I did from Libra all the way to Pisces last. Now we're going to tap into the first half of the zodiac in order, okay? Or backwards, not in order. And so you're up next. And let's see. I think I'm going to use my Pro Tarot deck along with my Spirit Animal deck. And we're going to see what comes out for you, what's coming out for you in April. I hope you guys are well. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing, and let me know if you are looking for a reading. You can definitely go down and in my comments or in my description box, you can go down and hit that button for my calendar. Give me 1 second. Or you can also email me at Letty, misspelled. At LettiSpeak.com. And if you want to just stop by to say hello, how you doing, that's fine too. And so let's jump in and find out what's coming out for you. My cards, when I shuffle, can be a little loud, so I'm going to turn the mic off while I'm shuffling, okay? Man, here we go. Thank you. That's what we need to get ready for him. I'm going to just pull a little oracle to start off for you, Virgo. What does Virgo need to prepare for during the month of April, Spirit? All right. Preparation. Dominance. And survival. Okay. So this actually is something that Spirit wants you to prepare for, okay? Preparation, dominance, and survival. Feels like there's going to be like a test of sorts coming in the month of April. And it almost feels like somebody's going to test your gangster, you know? Dominance gives me the feeling like someone's trying to bully you into doing what they want you to do. That may place you in a position of having to really keep a cool head, because if you allow yourself to go off the deep end, you might lose all sense of reason. And if you lose all sense of reason, then you won't have, the ability to strategize through this problem. This this requires a level head to handle with it if you're going to actually um, successfully overcome this trial, this problem, whatever this is that shows up in April that presents a challenge for you. It does feel like it may be with someone else. Um, it may even feel like you're in a tough spot in the month of April with some specific situation. For some of you, it feels like it could be work, like it could be a boss that's like micromanaging or just over your shoulder, nitpicking every little thing that you do, right? It could be someone else in your life that's trying to, manipulate or feels more like coercion, that's trying to make you do what it is that they want you to do. With dominance, it feels that way for me. And so this is definitely something possibly to think ahead. If you know that this is a problem, and if you know the problem that I'm talking about, this might be even a time to put together some kind of strategy to combat whatever this is before you even are faced with it. Like if it's work, if you know you're about to go to work, kind of like have your uh, rebuttal ready for this when the situation arises or the conflict arises. um, Possibly think out what it is that you would respond, when this situation comes up, how you'll respond, or a possible um, plan B or a way out of this, right? This is something that spirit is wanting you to kind of get ahead of here with preparation. But let's get some more energy here for Virgo in the month of April. What is this difficulty for Virgo this month? Definitely feels like a challenge to me. But let's take a look. I don't know if some of you are, so I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. This actually could be a school, some type of institution. It could be like a spiritual institution. The Hierophant gives me that energy when it comes to the feel of your environment during this time. It may be a new place that you've moved to. Maybe you transition jobs or transition to your place of worship. There's going to be some type of friction that appears in the workplace around someone, possibly in that workplace. This could be someone with some type of low level position, right, in the structure of this institution. Um, this could also be a place where you have some level of a little bit of position or authority too, right? This feels like a new it's a new energy that I'm feeling here, like you just moved over to this new space. Feels like a new experience coming in for you that you thought was going to be like this, just wonderful way to explore and to, be able to dabble into some new experiences that you've been wanting to do. That's what it feels like with the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. Ooh, interesting. So I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is like a couple, a divine couple, maybe. Um, and then I have the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. This could be someone that's raising questions in your mind in this situation. I'm getting like a husband and a wife or some type of partnership here that may be the head running this company or running this business that's in charge here. You have questions around it. Whoever this is could possibly even be off limits. They could possibly be in a placed in a way where they're unreachable, right? For some reason, or they feel like they're defensive for some reason. And this is how you're seeing them for some reason. This is giving off boss energy. So I don't know if there is a couple that runs a business or is like the leadership at your job or some type of organization or institution that you just moved over to. You have questions, but they feel unreachable, right? Or they feel defensive, is what I'm feeling. There's something about them feeling like they're standoffish, whoever this is. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands, and Nine of Cups. This could come in as something that is difficult not to uh, get involved with or not to. Uh, with the Wheel of Fortune, it almost feels like things are unfolding in a certain way. So this may feel difficult not to try to intervene in how things are unfolding. It's the struggle. It may be also difficult to decide how you should move forward here, whether you should stay, whether you should go, right? It almost feels like you just got here, but you're already thinking of, whether or not you should stay, whether or not this is going to be something that is going to be beneficial for you with the Nine of Cups. This may, in fact, be something that holds everything that you've asked for, but there's something about whoever's running this. There's something about that bothers you or presents some type of questions in your mind of whether or not this is actually going to work for you, whether it's going to provide what you're looking for. Okay. And the challenge may be allowing things to kind of take place to see. Yeah, you feel a little bit challenged, kind of like you're not sure if you want to wait around or if you'll be able to sit on your hands. It almost feels like you want to get involved and kind of make things happen a certain way. That's coming in as a challenge here. If you should even do something about whatever's happening here. Let's see, why does Virgo feel like they want to get involved. Why is that a challenge? The Chariot. This might have something to do with you taking things into your own hands with the Chariot. If there's something that it's supposed to be being done for you, or there's something supposed to be being set up for you, it almost feels like wanting to take it into your own hands and empower yourself to do it. But that may make a statement, right, about whether or not you trust what's happening here. There's something that you see with the Knight of Swords and the Knight and the King of Swords. There's something that you see that's very clear to you. And it may not align with what you had in mind, right? When coming here, that's what it feels like. It may not align with what you had in mind when coming here. There's something about you envisioning like a clear cut, like you envision how this would go down. You had some level of clarity about what it is that you envisioned when stepping into this situation. That's the challenge. Whether or not to sit and just allow things to unfold the way they, the way they will. What you don't see, though, is that there's something about this that will, in fact, be successful. With the Three of Wands, it's talking about growth, expansion, being able to move forward and see the results that you desire. And the Eight of Pentacles. And the Hermit, which feels very spiritual to me, like you're looking for something. It almost feels like in the process of doing the work or doing whatever it is that you'll be doing here, that you'll actually move forward in the way that you want. There's something about moving forward and expanding. There's also something about finding what you're looking for. So what you don't see, even though this feels like it's going to be a challenge, there's going to be things about this where you'll definitely have to stand your ground, number one, because I'm feeling like a little bit of, almost feels like bullying energy, or maybe someone overstepping their power, possibly even trying to overshadow your power, right? Because of the power that they have. So you may have to stand, in this situation and stand your ground about some things. The Seven of Wands did come out. You may have to stand up to the big wigs, right? You may have to speak up and voice your opinion and let them know, what you will and will not accept. But it's how you do it. It's how you do it. And there's something about being able to receive what it is that you came here for, what you're looking for. The Hermit, right? The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Those are all beautiful cards when it comes to moving forward. That means that you actually move forward in a very positive way. And that you're getting something out of this. You're getting what you're looking for with the Hermit and the Three of Wands. Okay. So you may not see that. It may be hard to see that in the midst of the conflict that I'm feeling with this situation in April. Let's see. And so we have the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Again, all beautiful cards. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Okay, so there's something about this that lands you in a space when it's all said and done. The outcome of this situation is you receiving, right? You being able to sit in a position of receiving what it is that you need, first of all, without having to do a lot of unnecessary stuff. Whatever you need is going to just come to you naturally by you standing in your authenticity and positioning yourself and releasing the need to go out and make things happen, right? There's something about just kind of sitting in the position that you've been placed in, doing what you're supposed to be doing, and everything else is going to work out and come towards you here. And the Nine of Pentacles is wish fulfillment. That's one of the wish fulfillment cards. The Star is the other one. But there's something about this, about you getting what you want out of this situation. If you're able to ride this difficulty, right? If you're able to see it from a higher view, you see how this bird is flying over the land? There's a whole different view that the bird sees up there, right? This may require you to be able to sit back and see it, step outside of the feeling of this so that you can see another perspective here. Because this does turn out in your favor with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. And then the Lovers too, right? This is all good. That means that you'll be in a position to actually choose what it is that you want with the Lovers. This is all about, divine choice, like things pivoting, the table pivoting in your direction. There's something here where things actually work out really good for you. Okay, so I don't know what this power struggle will be in the month of April. If you feel comfortable, comment, let me know what it is, how it turns out. But there's some struggle with power here, possibly with position as well. But depending on how you handle this, right? Because we have preparation that came out, we have dominance, and then we also have survival, which talks about handling the situation in a specific way, strategizing, not rushing in with a hot head and just, demanding respect or demanding your way. But there's a little bit of approaching things from with a specific energy, with a specific thought in mind. It's approaching it very carefully, right? And so if you're able to do that, even positioning yourself, I feel like there's going to be things that you feel are about to happen. If you're able to get in front of these little situations or these small fires, right, you may in fact be able to overcome all of this, what could turn out to be a bunch of just unnecessary drama. And so April is going to provide some challenges for you, Virgo, and it may be challenges with boss energy. It may be challenges with authority in some type of way, okay? So I'm going to pull one card from my Hafiz deck and see any last encouragement Spirit has for you. I think we did pretty good. We're at 28 minutes for Virgo. What is the last minute advice for Virgo? And thank you so much, Virgo, for stopping by. I appreciate you. Don't let them make you lose your cool, okay? All right. So the first thing that comes out is protect your boundaries and then have patience. And speak your truth. Listen, it don't get no plainer than that, right? This is what came out, okay? Protect your boundaries with the stag, right? There's something about you having to really stand up for yourself, stand in your power this month, and not just accept anything that people throw at you, especially in this situation. They may be the authority. They may be the, whatever this is, this institution or whatever this is, they may be the authority there. But at the same time, there's this concept of if you want respect, you need to give it. It doesn't matter how much power you have or what position you have, right? There's the idea, the golden rule, you treat others the way you want to be treated. And so this is you understanding the fact that you need to protect your boundaries. And that means setting standards around what you will and will not accept. And that's to protect you. And it's also to protect other people. It's not just about you, but it's about others as well. Okay. And so that's the first thing that Spirit is advising. Okay. Secondly, Spirit is saying, have patience. There's something about this situation where you will need to be calm, collected, not blowing off the hinges, not making a big to do, right? I feel like with the King and the Knight of Swords coming out together, it's going to be a lot of stuff that you see, plain as day. But again, it's going to be how you handle it, how you address it, and how you respond. If you are going to be successful at navigating this challenge, it will have to be with a cool head, okay? And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune says that things are actually unfolding in a way that's actually going to work out for you, okay? So part of this is trusting that Spirit has your back and sees all, okay? The Wheel of Fortune also talks about a play on karma as well, right? And we know what that means. And so, it's almost like all you have to do is stand in your truth, which is coming out, speak your truth, stand in your power, set good boundaries, be patient, keep a level head, and you're going to, end up pulling out of this situation exactly what you desired, stepping into it. Okay. I feel like there is something about this where you have the intention of going to this place to receive something specific. Right? Anything worth having, we may have to go through challenges to get it. That's just the name of the game of life. And so definitely speak your truth is the last piece of advice Spirit is giving. Don't hold your tongue, but it's how you say it too. One thing people cannot refute is our experience. They can argue with us all day long, but nobody can tell you about your own experience, right? So don't bite your tongue, don't hold back, speak the truth, right? Don't change it for nobody else. You know what you believe and you know the experiences that you've had. And so let that be your bond, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. Thank you so much. Good luck in April. Again, if you feel, like you want to share, please do. I always want to know, like, this energy that I'm tapping into, like specifically what it is. Sometimes Spirit gives me tidbits of what it is, but if this is resonating, feel free to comment. Let me know how it turns out. Let me know what it is, okay? Don't forget to like, share, comment. Thank you, Virgo, for stopping by. It's always, always a pleasure reading for you. Again, this is general, so it could resonate with everybody. It could resonate with one person, right? It could be very specific for one person, or it could, apply to everybody in some kind of way. But if you're looking for a personal, you could always hit me up in my email, or if you want to comment through my email, you can do that too. You can also go down to my description and hit my calendar if you are looking to schedule as well, okay? Thank you, Virgo, for stopping by, and I look forward to hearing from you, okay? It has been Blood Moon Oracle, bringing the energies and what to prepare for in April. All right, you guys take care and have a good evening or good morning or good afternoon. Whenever you see this, just have a good day. Okay, bye.